Okay, good evening everyone and welcome to Palm Beach Maritime Academy's FSA night. How many of you know what FSA stands for? Oh look, where's my teachers? How many of you know what this stands for? There you go. It's Florida Standards Assessment. It's the new FCAT. My name is Marie Turchiero. I'm the school principal. We have two campuses and I oversee both campuses. We have one of our assistant principals, Nancy Swenson. Our other assistant principal, Yvette Pearson, will be tag teaming. Our guidance counselor and our 3rd through 5th grade staff. Say hi. Hello. Hi. And they'll be here to answer questions if we have any later. Ms. Pearson and I will sort of be tag teaming this presentation. I will start out by saying that still there's a lot we don't know. Oh, Gina. Hello, Gina. There's still a lot we don't know about the Florida Standards Assessment, which is a little tough for schools to contend with, and it's a little tough for parents to contend with. It's a little tough for the children to contend with. But pretty much what our philosophy has been is just to keep teaching, to keep meeting the standards, to keep teaching bell to bell, and to keep doing what we've always done, utilizing the information as it comes out from the state and from the school district. And the information has kind of been dribbling out. You know, it was not long ago that they finalized things like the item specifications, and we'll be going through that with you. So teachers have been working hard, and students have been working hard, and we know parents have been working hard. I also want to mention that our guidance counselor, Christy Dvorak, has been going around to grades 3 through 5 and working with them on strategies for test anxiety. Because it's not all about the questions, and the questions are difficult, but it's also about relaxing and having some self-confidence. And she's really, really terrific about that. So, and we also have Jim Stafford here. He's the guy that does the videos every week. So we thank him, and he keeps up with our website, and a lot of times he helps me out with the questions on Facebook. So tonight's agenda will be covering the Florida Standards Assessment Portal, which is available to parents. Computer-based testing. We've gone to many, many computer-based tests as opposed to paper tests. And you're all very much aware that the 8th, well maybe you're not, but the 8th, 9th, and 10th grades was supposed to start the writing FSA on Monday, and the state system crashed. So they didn't take it Monday, it was still crashed Tuesday, it was still crashed Wednesday. They finally apparently fixed it, so 8th, 9th, and 10th grade will be starting the writing testing tomorrow. But the bulk of this is about the reading and math tests. So those don't come for a couple of weeks. In math, we have new standards. Everybody knows we made the transition to Common Core. We're now using the Florida assessments, which is sort of Common Core with a few differences here and there. So the method of teaching and the method of learning and the standards have changed along with the tests. It's a lot to absorb, and we're walking through it as well as we can, and we're going to try to walk you through it as well as we can. There are new standards, assessment information. We'll go over test item specifications, all of which I'll show you how to get. And there are now some parent resources. English language arts. What's happened is writing and language arts and reading have been combined into this one broad category, which we call ELA. English language arts, again, we'll go through the standards, the assessment information, test item specs, some of the support for schools. Science, which is only given to 5th grade and 8th grade, is still the old FCAT. And it's still based on the Next Generation Sunshine State Standards. So we're actually using several different sets of standards as well. So that's just a point of information. Okay, we can go to the next one. Okay, and you'll see this on your sheet, the FSA portal, and that's the address for it, www.fsa.gov. fsaassessments.org. And we'll go through some of the stuff that the state has released so that you have access to it as well. Next slide. What that says, and it's a little tough to read, but it lays out for grades 3, 4, and 5 which tests are paper-based and which tests are computer-based. So the CBT are computer-based tests, the PBT is paper-based tests. So obviously, you know, as these tests continue to be rolled out and going into next year, when there will be more computer-based testing, we'll be working a lot more with the kids on their computer skills. They're all really good with the 2 thumbs and the texting and kick and all that. They need to have, we need to really up their computer skills. So that's something that we're looking at next year in terms of incorporating into the curriculum in the elementary school. So there's a lot more computer-based testing, which is a whole different skill set. So we've been working on that as well. Okay, next slide. In math, again, those are the standards. So those are the new standards. And you can also go on the district website, and they have a nice brief presentation which describes the changes in the standards from Common Core. So we actually have been dealing with 4 transitions in about the last 6 years. We went from the next generation standards we went from the Sunshine State standards to next generation to the Common Core standards to the Florida standards. So, you know, sometimes it's pretty confusing for us as well. The test design summary, what that will show you, and it's a little hard to see, that can't be made any bigger, can it, on the screen? What that will show you, and again, this is all available in that portal that we spoke about. What that will show you is how many of those standards, for example, algebraic thinking and numbers in base 10, how many standards, can you go that way a little bit? Can you? Yeah. Okay. Those are the different standards, and then go to the right, Jeff. All right. Let me look, because there was something I wanted to point out there. There you go. And it tells you what percentage of the test are going to come from those standards. So really, what it does for us is it lets us know what we need to emphasize. And what we need to go over. So it's a good assistance tool for the teachers, and it's a good assistance tool for you as well. Okay, so that's grade 3, and each grade will have its own test design summary. Grade 4 is there, and grade 5 is there. So, and then if you look down on the bottom, it'll give you some examples of content. Test item specifications, as they were with the FCAT, they are important with FSA. And it was very, very recently that these were released. They had drafts. You know, you look at the drafts, you want to do what's there, but you also want to be careful because you don't want to teach the wrong thing or the wrong way. So that again gives you a lot of information about the different types of responses, and we'll go through those. Grades 3 to 5 will use the following item types: multiple choice, equation response, multiple select. Grade 5 will also use additional item types on the computer-based test. And now I will turn this over to Ms. Pearson.
The next few slides are basically examples of some of the item types. For instance, this is what a multiple choice item would look like on the upcoming FSA. This is an example of the equation response. Yes, well, not all of it, not these. These are the paper-based ones. It shows you later, once we get past a couple, which ones are 5th grade and which ones are on computer. This is an example of a multiple select response, so they have to choose more than one answer in order to get it correct. Now these are the open responses. This is 5th grade only. 5th grade is computer-based, and so they actually have to type the answer into the box. This is the graphic response item display. Basically, again, it's on the computer, so they have to drag and drop the answer into the boxes. This is the graphic response, again, 5th grade only, but as you see, they end up having to move the number line and place it in the correct areas. And again, we have the graphic response. So as you notice on the computer-based testing, they're moving more towards higher thinking, higher functioning, because now they have to be able to look at this and actually move the computer to answer it appropriately. Again, this is a graphic response item display. This is 5th grade only as well. And the table response, which is they have to figure out the problem, and again, it has multiple answers to it in order to get it 100% correct. And 5th grade also has the matching item response, to where they also have to do multiple things in order to get the answer correct. And yet again, we have item types, which is more than one item type at a time. So it's a multi-function where they have to be able to answer. So, that is really weird. As you see, a lot of the questions and answers are becoming technology-enhanced items. Right now, in grades 5 through 8 mathematics, the percentage of technology-enhanced items is 25 to 50%.